everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be talking about all of the books that I am going to read in November. It's gonna happen. Now, I am normally not much of a TBR type of person. I'm a very big mood reader, and so I don't tend to make TBRs. But I guess this month is the exception because I have so many books that I really want to read that I have managed to compile at least 6 of them that I want to read this month alone. It's also National Novel Writing Month, so I should not be too ambitious and aim to read more than this. So maybe 6 books will be my wrap up. I will let you know at the end of November. In my last probably several videos, I've been talking a lot about Jen Lyons and the 2 books that she has out in her debut series because I absolutely adore The Ruin of Kings, and hopefully by the time this video is posted I've already read The Name of All Things, which is the 2nd book in the series. It's also entirely possible that I read it over the weekend for my weekend reading vlog. I will link it if I did. Another book that I've talked about in my weekend reading vlog, but I haven't yet finished and would like to, is The Butchering Art by Lindsay Fitzharris. It's a nonfiction book, so I don't tend to read those quite as fast as I do my fiction books. Also, I kind of put it down just so that I could read through The Ruin of Kings and now The Name of All Things. So I have a lot of catching up to do in terms of that, but I absolutely love this book so far. It is about surgery in the 1800s, and that is a topic that is completely fascinating to me, so I definitely want to read it all the way through, take a lot of notes, get a lot of story inspiration, and just enjoy myself overall. The 3rd book on my TBR list is one that just came in from a library hold, so I would like to read that before the library takes it back on me. It's called Dire Straits by Helen Harper. I don't know a whole lot about this book. I picked it up because it's an urban fantasy, and I think it's a mystery with paranormal elements. I know the main character is a PI, and it was really dark and spooky, which was what I was looking for in October. Unfortunately, my hold didn't come in until the very end of October, but I still want to read this book. I'm hoping it's a new series that I will want to dive right into because I have a bit of a gap in between releases in my favorite urban fantasy series, and I need something to fill that gap in for me, and this could be it, I'm hoping. The next book I'm hoping to read in November is the November pick for r/Fantasy's Goodreads book club, and that is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. And I don't know a whole lot about this book. I know that people have been raving about it on BookTube, so I'm looking forward to giving it a shot myself. It's got mystery elements in it for sure. It's got paranormal elements because the main investigator of the death of Evelyn Hardcastle keeps getting woken up in the body of somebody else as this death replays over and over again. And it just sounds pretty interesting. I'm hoping that the narrative will catch me and that I will want to read it all the way through. I have it checked out from the library, so let's hope that that is a book that I will enjoy. And the last book that is currently on my TBR, I might end up putting one more because r/Fantasy also has an HEA book club, which is about fantasy romance, and I'm waiting to hear back on what their pick is, and if it is available through my library, I will be reading that this month as well. But the other book that I'm hoping to read, and this one is also a chonker, is The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. Now, I feel like I've talked about Allison, my reading buddy, on this channel before. I find that we have very similar reading tastes when it comes to fantasy, and she keeps raving about this book. I borrowed it off of her, and so I am hoping that I will love it just as much as she does, because she's also writing a book in November that draws a lot of elements, similar elements to this. It's a con and a caper that goes wrong, and her book sounds fantastic, but I can't read it yet because she hasn't written it yet. So I'm going to fill that hole in my life with the Lies of Locke Lamora. So I may not have much time for any other books next month. I will let you know. And I hope that you have a fantastic reading month and reach all of your reading goals. Until next time, happy reading. Are you interested in reading this one too? Let us read it together.